Hey y'all, let's get started with this Taurus general energy update for the upcoming week. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, whatever you resonate with the most. I skipped over this, but my name is Alex. Welcome to Night Sky Wisdom and Tarot. I'm just tired of saying that intro, so it may be going soon, because anyway, that's neither here nor there. So what I'm gonna do, if you're returning, I'm changing the format a little bit. I'm doing a 9-card spread, all upright interpretations. What else was it that I changed? I don't remember, guys. Oh, if you want to check your other placements, I'm no longer going in order of the zodiac signs, which I kind of wasn't before. I started with Capricorn and then went in order. Now I'm doing by element. So earth first, then fire, then air, and then water. And that's how I will post those. One element each day. And then Friday, the weekend energy read. Y'all, if I could shuffle. So let's jump into this. I will clarify if and when necessary. So I'm not going to clarify every single card unless it's necessary for me to understand what Spirit is trying to say. So Spirit, what are the messages for my Taurus collective for the upcoming week? What are the messages for my Taurus collective for the upcoming week? Okay, let's start with the central, the heart of the spread, past, present, future. Okay, let me actually move this down. What's going on around Taurus right now? Past, present, future. Okay, now this is what you're projecting to the world. What's evident, clear as day, clear cut in your environment, even if it's not something public, but it's not hidden. And then let's go to your underlying energies, past, present, future. 2 cards. 2 for 1. Okay. What y'all up to? What are y'all up to, Taurus? All the sneaky ones we are. I hope everyone can see that clearly. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. I hear y'all. I do, energetically, from the future. Anyway, you at the center of the spread are represented in this present moment by the 2 of Pentacles. You're really trying to rebalance your life. So I read cards, but I also channel. I'm getting from this, though, you made some decisions in the past, as denoted by this water in the background, that were based more off of emotions that weren't very stable. You see how wavy this water is? You see these ships? Now you're on more stable ground in some way, shape, or form. So something in your life has leveled out. Meanwhile, these other things that you made, I get like life or death decisions, and not necessarily literally, but it was like you felt your feet were to the fire. So you made some long-term decisions based off of some temporary turbulence. And now you're trying to take those things, now that you're on more stable ground, and rebalance them. But you're not trying to let them go. You're just trying to find more stability. Or it's like you're trying to stabilize those things. Because when you were unbalanced, they seemed more balanced, right? The thing, the situation, or the person, right? Now that you're on stable ground, these things, you're noticing how unbalanced those things really are or were. So now you're finding yourself, and if you look at the 2 of Pentacles, if you can see their face, you find yourself a little, I don't know, like exhausted. I get this look of being tired, super focused, but it's like now you're realizing that something wasn't what you thought it was. It was like the lesser of the evils in in the space that you were in. And so let's see. Yeah, because you were coming out of a place where you were at a crossroads. And this Two of Swords energy is really not necessarily about not being able to see clearly which direction you want to take. It's kind of more about neither one being the ideal choice. And so you kind of give yourself more time and delay the situation, because it's like you're trying to choose the lesser of the evils. And this is why there's so much more water around the Two of Swords, because it's like, I feel like, how do I put this? It was really coming from a place of ignoring your feelings and just more thinking about stability. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I don't know. And in the near future, in the present, this is you though, right? This is more your energy in this middle row. Five of Swords, being willing to win at all costs. So this is where I give you caution. Don't get, you chose this Two of Pentacles, okay? Regardless of how much you're realizing that it's not stable, that it's constantly a balancing act or a juggling act. It's something that you chose. So when you realize now that this Two of Pentacles is something that in some ways is fighting against the stability that you've found, don't get to this place where you look at it as the enemy, because whereas now it may be the enemy, at one point it was the savior, the salvation. This is really getting it. Okay, let me grab some cards. We didn't even get to the outside energy or nothing. Anyway, so what actually was going on outside of you? What was this Two of Swords, this Two of Pentacles, and this Five of Swords? We have Chariot. So this is about travel. It could be about travel, advancement, moving. So you moved in some way, shape, or form. You could have moved to a different home, moved to a different job. You could have gone from single to coupled. Take it how it applies to your situation. I believe this is also the Cancer card, if that means anything to you. You partnershiped with something. Present day, you're still partnership with that thing. From the outside looking in, it looks pretty good. It looks like a mutual give and take. It looks like you're on the same page. It looks like yin and yang. Like whatever this partnership is, it looks balanced. But Two of Pentacles, there's something unbalanced going on with this situation. Near future, Magician energy. Wanting to manifest. See, what I'm getting is from the outside looking in, it's like trying to kind of change the environment, change the weather a little bit with this situation. It doesn't give me, like, on the outside looking in, like it's something that's negative. Just like manifesting a better environment. But underneath that, what's going on internally, you feel like you're fighting for it. You feel like you gotta fight dirty for it almost. So seemingly it's a perfect partnership. And together in this partnership, you're able to manifest something wonderful and beautiful. But deep down, it's like it's just you trying to be the balance to everything. It's not you and another person. It's just you trying to bring balance to everything. It's you trying to win at all costs, even if it means it's like you or them. Five of Swords is like it's either gonna be me or it's gonna be y'all, and if I have to choose, it's gonna be y'all, right? Magician is more like, you know, everybody gets to enjoy whatever it is you manifest, kind of. And the unseen energies, well, in this Two of Swords, it looks like there was a desire for collaboration. Okay, so unseen, what's standing out to me about Three of Pentacles? Yes, it's about collaboration and teamwork, or consulting with those who are higher in authority or knowledge or wisdom in order to improve yourself. But what I find interesting is that one person in this picture has an empty cup. There's this one person on their own, which would denote to me that this is supposed to be the person with all the wisdom and the knowledge, but they're so casually holding the cup, and there is a substance pouring out of the cup, but it don't look very appetizing to me. It's like black. I don't know what that is. And they're observing the substance like, do you want that? I don't want it. So it's almost, depending on the context, and especially in this context, it's like realizing that it was a cup of poison almost. So it's learning by any means. It's not necessarily through a successful collaboration, but through collaborating, you really learn what something or somebody is really about. And then in the present energies, unseen, is this Ace of Pentacles. So this situation is actually a blessing to you, Taurus, which is why I'm saying don't take on this attitude of dog eat dog. I'm getting that you shouldn't. It's actually blessing you. You know, there's many different ways to get to the same outcome. And for whatever reason, Spirit is taking you down this path. But this path has a blessing at the end of it, or in the present moment of it, that you need to get out of it. And that's why you're in this place of instability, or feeling like something that was supposed to ground you is now the thing that's destabilizing you. But there's a lesson, there's something in this, a lesson or a blessing in this. And I don't know if you can see that right now. When you go into this Five of Swords energy, it is somewhat self-deceptive. And the Seven of Swords can be about strategy as well. Slightly self-deceptive though is what I'm getting. But we have the Seven of Swords in the world underlying this Five of Swords energy as an unseen energy. So it's about you trying to level up and close out this cycle. But I was kind of doing it, and I get sneaky energy from this. Look at the Seven of Swords. And the thing that stands out to me with Seven of Swords always is that the blades are being, the person that is trying to strategize is so focused on whatever it is they're looking at, that they're picking up the swords by the blades. And what do you think is going to happen? You end up hurting yourself in the process. So strategizing is not wrong, but do so in a way that is for long-term good. Do so in a way that's not necessarily, I'm getting sneaky, because it's like that is the goal, to close out this cycle, to birth a new beginning. And I think that is also what the Ace of Pentacles is. This is to take you into a new cycle. So you don't have to really do anything. And I think that's why that Seven of Swords here is that maybe you're trying to facilitate this process, and all you're supposed to do right now is experience the imbalance, because there's gonna be like a little goose egg that comes, a blessing that comes out of it. Yes, protect yourself. I'm not saying be stupid and stay in an unhealthy environment, or not stupid, but don't allow yourself to be taken advantage of or any of that. But I think what Spirit is saying is you don't need to manhandle what is already energetically actually working out in your favor, and you just don't see it. What is this? Let's see. What do we want to clarify? I mean, it's pretty clear. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. That's my dog. Side note, the noises in the background. Please ignore her. What's this Two of Swords energy? Let's see. Seven of Cups, options, Queen of Pentacles, and Hangman. Yeah, that's just more of the options that you had available to you. Taurus, I just don't know that you really, nothing stood out. How about that? There was some that were better than others. There was no like given clear, like, that's what I want. So you made a selection. I feel like you did choose a path, but still really in hangman energy. Something made you feel like you had to do what you had to do then, right then and there. And that's where this chariot comes in. So let's clarify the chariot. What was it? Because internally, you weren't really that impressed. But nobody would be able to know that from the outside looking in. You weren't really impressed. Maybe you felt guided, like you knew there was something you were supposed to experience, a person or a place or a thing. What's this chariot energy? Eight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Not necessarily maybe wanting to feel like you miss out on the opportunity to be elevated, to balance yourself out. Interestingly enough, we have Queen of Pentacles here, which was your energy in the recent past. King of Pentacles is the energy of this opportunity or situation in the recent past. So I feel like that situation balanced out some things, maybe financially for you. And so not taking it, it's like you've done all this work. It's a lot of pentacles here, so I can't help but think this is something about money. Even if it's a relationship, look at all these pentacles. Even if it's a relationship, the pentacles were the overriding factor in why decisions were made. Three of Pentacles, Queen, King, Five, Eights, Two of Pentacles, Aces. Like, yeah, stability that had nothing to do with the stability of the dynamic. It wasn't much Cup energy. So this could be a work situation, or it could be a love situation, but there was a financial element to it that really made somebody move forward. Okay, so what do we want to clarify next? Why are we in Two of Pentacles in the present energy? What has been revealed now that Taurus is more stable, that makes them understand that the situation is not the devil, Judgment. Oh, wow. Devil, Judgment, Eight of Swords, toxicity. Okay, this is Capricorn energy. Judgment card. I think that's Virgo. Eight of Swords. Feeling trapped. It's like you feel trapped or stuck to this decision. So that's why you're standing here trying to, like, you have to make it more balanced while you're in it. And you almost feel like you're... So here's the thing. The energy I'm getting is that at the time that you made the decision, there's some guilt there. You feel like maybe you were in a toxic way of thinking, or obsessed with something, a certain outcome. You got hung up on that aspect, and now you feel like you brought this on yourself. And so you feel like trapped, and you may not necessarily be trapped, but that's how you feel. Like, now this is my mess. Now I have to balance it out. Now I have to clean it up. Interesting. But Spirit is saying there is a blessing in this. This wasn't by mistake. And I believe the blessing is more than just something like wisdom. I mean, not to minimize wisdom. I'm saying I actually think this was to get you to a place that, for whatever reason, you've kind of detoured a couple of times in the past. And this was the only way to get you where Spirit wanted to get you. What's this Ace of Pentacles, of this underlying Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, Death, Six of Wands. Here's the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles again. Two of Pentacles. So this, what you don't see is Spirit is, while you're trying to juggle the actual, like, everyday, day-to-day of whatever you're in right now, Spirit is trying to manage you and balance you out, take you through a rebirth process. elevate you emotionally, spiritually, and also out here financially, and take you into a place of victory. And the only way to do it was to put you in the very situation you're in right now. Now, why is that? I don't know. You tell me, Taurus. I just feel this energy of like you kept detouring. You would get so close and then you would hang left. God would get you so close to something and then you would make a right or take a pause. So this was the only way to get you to where maybe a place that you kept. It's almost like you might have had some kind of imposter syndrome in the past. So you kept self-sabotaging something. This is interesting. Let's see. What do we want to clarify? We're going to do one more clarifier. Let's clarify this Five of Swords for you in the near future. No. Let's clarify the underlying energy of the world and the Seven of Swords, because I feel like this is you in the Seven of Swords. The world is a major arcana card. That's the universe. That's what the universe is trying to do in their future. You are trying to do it yourself, but the universe has this already. So let's clarify. Let me restart. Okay, so let's clarify this world, Seven of Swords. We got Queen of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Yeah, the Tower, which is another major arcana that indicates tearing down old foundations. But it's like to take you to this place of justice, reciprocity, equal give and take. I feel like this energy of exhaustion. Queen of Cups, Six of Pentacles, the Tower. I feel like y'all are exhausted right now because you're constantly trying to be the one to fix what's around you. And this is almost a message of spiritual growth. Meaning, to be more specific, you find yourself in these situations, Taurus, and you're so self-sufficient and so independent. You always find a way to get yourself out of them. But I feel like a lack of understanding of how much power you have in your connection with the divine, and that there's a time when really, Taurus, I'm so sorry because I try not to curse too heavy on my channel, but this is how I'm specifically hearing it, okay? So plug your ears if you don't want to hear it. The universe is literally saying, sit the fuck down. Stop doing so much. Stop. Queen of Cups is about emotionally stable, being stable and balanced enough so you can manifest these things you want in a place of comfort, not a place of overexertion. It's not like you don't see her out there like bringing water buckets in and mopping the floor. Like, no, she's chilling. Six of Pentacles is about you know, the scales being imbalanced in the universe, and so what you put in, you get back. And the Tower is about breaking down old ways of thinking so that new foundations can be built. And all of this underlying the World card makes perfect sense. Because you haven't been sitting back and letting the universe do its job. There's been some times where you almost got there to where you trusted it, and then you tried to handle it yourself. This situation you're in now, Spirit is saying, chill out. So there may be an out for it, but it's not going to be because you worked your magic or did something or strategized. You are to absorb what you can absorb out of this energy and not being sure what's next and not knowing what's happening fully and what's going on. You are to get everything you can get out of it. Some of the lessons you're getting out of this have nothing and very little to do with the present situation, but about things that have been continuous cycles for you. So you're to look at the situation right as it is in front of you, but also, what does this say about Taurus? Where has me being me brought me into dealing with this kind of energy over and over again in my past? What is it that, I'm gonna leave that out. So yeah, you're not being told that you have to stay where you are. What's going on is you don't have to be the one to come up with this blueprint for it. You just need to be right now. I got that kind of similar energy for Capricorn, but in a different vibe. but just be. Just be. Anyway, I hope this helps. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and until next time, Taurus, bye.